the stuff. Is that what you do? Is that all you're made of? Whatever ain't right, wrote it on yourself. Revisit your act, return to parallel. Living on a guideline, been there, done that, rolled up and there. Instead of being bitter, back up, go grab your keys. Follow the stunt driver, we'll hit the tip top of an adventure. Ready to relish every day, design it, go find it, lighting up the way.
What the hell? I can't see shit. My Streamlabs is broken. What? What? I can't see anything.
Act like I don't care, why even bother? That's what I told them, just another bluffer. Maybe you are right, wrote it on myself. I'd better stir up, it's time to break the spell.
Bro, Streamlabs is so ass.
I'm not alone, no more to fear.
How is this? Oh, my stream works. Oh, whatever. Too lazy to restart. Pop this out. Why is my Streamlabs like this? Oh, that didn't work. Well, I just gotta pray it doesn't break. Even if I can't see half the stuff. I hope this works, because my Streamlabs is broken. Alright. Actually, let me go in. So then I can just look at court record stuff. And then try to remember everything that happened yesterday. Oh, you can't hear. There we go. Alright, shut up, old man. Alright. So this is Edgeworth right here. He was accused. This is Hammond. Which is this guy. Which was the victim. Gun was used. Apparently 3 shots were fired. Two after midnight. We don't know what happened to the shot before midnight. We don't even know if it was a shot before midnight. Chances are it was probably, I guess I don't have any more. What the hell is this? Oh, the summary of the DL6. This photo was taken by Lotta's camera, enlarged. Take pictures whenever there's a loud bang. Was not suicide. Because it was shot from approximately 1 meter away. Oh yeah, so there was a bang before midnight, 11:50. No one's on the lake. DL6 related. I feel like it's irrelevant now. Can be relevant, but that's just the map. The bullets do belong to the gun. There was Edgeworth's fingerprints is all over this thing. This is the murder weapon. Yeah, because this bullet was found in the dead body. And it matches with this gun. So yeah, so this is confirmed the murder weapon. 2 gunshots after midnight. Useless. The parrot knows something about DL6. And then the DL6 incident. 15 years ago. There was an earthquake. No oxygen in the elevator. Everyone was like hallucinating. Everyone basically passed out. Edgeworth's dad died. There was 3 people in the elevator. It was this guy, Yami Yogi. But he was like a security guard, I believe. But he was a suspect. He was a suspect in killing Edgeworth. Oh, after his arrest, fiancée Polly Jenkins committed suicide. Okay. The odds of this guy being that guy is immediately like 95%. It's for sure that guy. I mean, also the parrot says, don't forget DL6. Wait, how come they didn't say anything about this part? Returning from a lost trial with son, 1 bullet found in the heart. The murder weapon was fired twice. I wonder where the other bullet went. Anyways. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, apparently the prosecution is also ready. Who is the judge here anyways? Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Very well, no opening statement, so... Not so fast, Judge. I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking. Right, of course. A prediction. Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now. Oh. Order. Mr. Von Karma, what is the meaning of your statement just now? Bah, must you question everything? It will be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I'll call my witness now. Right, I call my witness, my decisive witness, to the stand. It's that mysterious boat shop owner. Witness, state your profession. I'm the proprietor of the restaurant The Wet Noodle at Board Lake. I, also rent boats. The night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct? Yep. Yep, I was. How far are you in story Arcanite Enfield? I need to get my authority level to 34 before I can fight something. I'm still in the 1, 2, 3, like the 5th area, I think. And I need to be authority level 34. Please testify. Wait a second. We still haven't heard who this old guy is.
Objection!
Wait a minute. The witness hasn't stated his name yet. Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright. Bah. I predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes. Weird looking caretaker? Yeah. I'm pretty sure this guy's the murderer. Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate. Yeah, right. The witness will state his name. Why is named Karma? I think everything here is a play on words. Well, I'm not really sure. Yep. What do you mean? My, memory... Your Honor, the witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name. He can't recall, you say? Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify. Very well. Let's hear his testimony then, shall we? He can't remember anything, but we'll have him as a witness. The night of the murder. It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. Yep. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats, as usual, when I heard a bang. Yep. Yep. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Floating? Okay. Then I heard another bang. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore and a man walks by my window. Oh, who's the man? Oh, that was very brief. You just said all the things we already knew. There's nothing to question in my witness's testimony. Ergo, no need for cross-examination. Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before our 3 minutes are up. Judge, your verdict now. Yes. Mr. Wright? We'll go through this. What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness. Very well. You may begin. Wah! What's wrong with him? Excuse me, Mr. Von Karma? 3 minutes just passed. I see. Well then, let's just take our time. You may cross-examine the witness. Why did he need the 3 minutes? Right, it was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. So what were you doing before midnight? Just after midnight, you say? Yep, just around then. Are you sure? Pretty sure. Yep. When I talked to you yesterday, you were rather vague about the time. I'm surprised you seem so sure about it today. I asked him, and he remembered. Isn't that right? This animation of him just snoring. Don't glare at me like that. I remembered it clearly. I did. Yep. You see? Continue. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats as usual. Is there anyone who can verify that? The dumb bird. Well, I guess Polly could. That's not good enough for a court of law. Mr. Wright, exactly what's not good enough? Your Honor, this Polly is a parrot. A parrot? Don't be so hard on the girl, Keithy boy. Keith? The prosecution concedes that we cannot prove the witness was in the shop. Witness, please continue. Then I heard a bang. Yup. When did you... Well, I guess he did say it was after midnight. And where did the bang seem to come from? I mean, it's obvious from the lake. From the lake, I figure. Are you certain? Yup. Good. Continue. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Something wrong? That guy, there's something wrong with everyone in this room. Was there someone in the boat? He dumb? I feel like this is all an act, I'm not gonna lie. It was pretty far out there, I couldn't see clearly. But I figure there was 2 men out there. Yup. But you couldn't see them clearly. Yup, at the time, that is. At the time. Then I heard another bang. So you heard 2 gunshots total. Yup. That's what Lada said in her testimony yesterday. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore and a man walks by my window. Who is this man? Oh. Or by your window? Yep, by my window. Right outside the window of my little shack. And could you see the man's face? Well, the fog was pretty darn thick, but he was right there in front of me. I saw him. That is rather important detail. Please add it to your testimony. Oh, wait. Tisk, tisk, tisk. I have a bad feeling about this. That man was the defendant. He was saying, I can't believe he's dead. Are you sure? Uh-oh. Dad. Dead certain, Keith. He said, I can't believe he's dead as he was walking by too. Witness, are you sure that person you saw was Miles Edgeworth? It was him, that Edgeworth boy. Whoa. He just fell. This sounds like decisive evidence indeed. I see no room for doubt. Von Karma. He lured me into cross-examining so he could set me up for a fall. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Nick, I don't like the way things are going here. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us. I'd better act quick or this trial is over. Raise an objection. Your Honor, we proved in yesterday's trial that it could not have been Edgeworth who fired that gun. Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun, and the photograph showing a man firing with his left hand? Exactly. That is easily explainable. He could have wiped his prints after he fired. You are ignoring the truth of the matter here. Everything in this witness's testimony is true. The judge is lost in thought. What should I do? I raise another objection. Your Honor, this witness claims that Edgeworth said, I can't believe he's dead. But his words is all we have. If he were telling a lie... Mr. Wright, in a court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently, you have yet to realize even this basic fact. If you say his testimony is a lie, show us proof. Nick, do we have evidence? It's no good, there's nothing I can do. Are you sure? To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore. Please, can you hear me, sis? Please, we need your help. Nick needs you. Tisk, tisk, tisk. 3 minutes was perhaps too high an expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record. Enough. The witness may leave the stand. I don't think he can. He has to be dragged out. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial, nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the fact. We gamin'? We gamin'. I think we lost. What? No. It's only been 20 minutes. We already lost. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Oh. We lost. Guilty. The accused will surrender to the court immediately to be held pending trial at a higher court within a month from today's date. That is all. This court is adjourned. Oh, I lost. What? Wait! Wait, who said that? Who was that just now? Me. Huh? What? Larry? Wait, what are you doing here? Listen, you gotta listen to me. I was there in the park the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until just yesterday. But today I remembered it. Remembered what? The gunshot! I heard it too! Order. What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for adjournment. One moment, Mr. Von Karma. So you say you heard a gunshot? Yeah, I did. A gunshot. That night, I was sitting here in the audience listening to the testimony. Then I realized something he said was different from what I remembered. Anyhow, I can't just sit here and let you call Edgy a murderer. It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me testify. Oh my god. Order. Well, this is the first time something like this happened in my court. I'm not quite sure how to proceed. Judge, you've already given your decision. The trial is over. Nick, this is it. Larry's given us one final chance at this. She's right. If it wasn't Larry, he could make things even worse. Mr. Edgeworth was just declared guilty, Nick. It doesn't get any worse. You're right. Okay. Your Honor, if there's another witness, it is our duty to hear him speak. Right here, right now. A waste of time. The verdicts cannot be overturned. Question, would I go to jail if I run over to Karma and punch him in the middle of the court? Probably. He's kind of protected by... Yeah, you're right. What is he protected by? Let's go punch him. Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard. What is this? I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. Mr. Von Karma, I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now. What? The court will adjourn for a 5-minute recess. After that, we will hear this new witness. Court is adjourned. Nice. Nice. We live another 10 minutes. Do we get to talk to Larry? Be like, okay, look, you gotta lie. You gotta say you heard all 3 gunshots after midnight. That was too close. Sorry to keep you on edge of your seat like that, Miss Edgeworth. I've seen worse. Yeah, right, Edgeworth. You're sweating bullets. I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there. Larry was at the lake that night. Yes. He said he went looking for the steel samurai balloon that flew into the lake. Oh, right. And he found the balloon in the air tank that night. Yeah. Hey, Edgeworth. Huh. You say something right? Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong? It's nothing. Mr. Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. What's that? Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon? I wish I had popcorn on me. True. When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really. I see. Right. Yeah? This might be our chance. Our chance? Von Karma has only ever run perfect trials. Perfect trials? Perfectly prepared witnesses. Perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. And that someone is Larry. Bro 100% is plot armor, look at that guy. What are you getting at? It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right? That's right, Nick. No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth. Hey, it was 15 minutes. 15! Everything's on Larry now. And we've been winging it this entire time. We know how to wing cases. Wait, but don't I have plot armor? I feel like I'm like unstoppable. Like anyone that throws a punch at me at court, I live. Court is now back in session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything that you saw. On the night of December 24th, Christmas Eve. Right, leave it to me. Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. His plot armor is stronger, apparently. Ah, I see. It's plot armor against plot armor. Instead of power levels, is armor levels. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. Von Karma didn't even have time to prepare his witness. I just hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break. That night, I was out in a boat on the lake. I was looking for something, and I found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back into the rental shop dock. Then, just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. That was an unusually vague testimony, even for this court. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. What's wrong, Nick? It's Larry. I have no idea what he's going to say if I press him. I'm a little scared. Well, we've come this far. There's no way to go but forward. That night, I was out in a boat in the lake. At what time? That's my question. Because we do have a photo of this. Shows an empty lake taken automatically at 10... Oh, wait. Wait, hold on. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? There were so many things wrong, I don't even know where to begin. Okay, well, first all, what time was it? Oh, it was after 11 p.m. when I went out in the boat. By that time, everyone had gone home for the night, so I waited until the coast was clear, so to speak. And why were you out on a boat at such a late hour? I was looking for something, and I found it. Looking for something? Yeah. Mr. Butts, what was it you were looking for? What the witness was searching for is irrelevant. Most likely he was hunting for this Gordy. That's surprisingly close to the truth, in a sense. Valid reaction if I heard a gunshot in my general direction? Yeah, I'd be like, yeah, fuck this shit, I'm out. This is all irrelevant, let's just get it over with. So I quietly slipped the boat back in at the rental dock. Around what time was that? Well, let's see. I figure I was out searching for about an hour? I guess it was around 12, yeah. You're not sure? Hey, don't give me that face. I'm not some sort of human sundial, okay? People use watches these days, Larry. Then, just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. Where did the sound come from? Yeah, well, I wasn't too sure about that. I looked around, you know. Did you look at the lake? Yeah, I looked. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. Wasn't there a boat on the lake? Oh yeah, this is around 12. Order, order. Well, Mr. Butts? Whoa, everybody just calm down, okay? I mean, it was real foggy that night. I'm not sure whether there was a boat there or not. Oh, okay, no problem. That's just the most important part of this case. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. So you only heard one bang, correct? Yeah. Huh. Well, Nick? It was a pretty wishy-washy testimony, wasn't it? I guess I should just start working on the contradictions. Sorry, I wish I could be more helpful. I wish I could call my sister. That night, I was out in the boat on the lake. I was looking for something, and I found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back in the rental. Just then I was thinking about going home. I heard a bang. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So, like, I have this. You probably heard this. But it's not really a contradiction. It kind of just supports his testimony. Like, yeah, that happened at 11:50. Or I guess I can use Lada's testimony. Because he said this was about, like, 12, right? Right here, when I pressed. And he was there the entire time from 11 to 12. And this was the first gunshot he saw. Which means he didn't hear this. I understand where I have to go. I don't know how to get there, though. Like an RPG, Karma has more skill points and plot armor because he has more experience points. Yeah, he's a higher level. He's like a level 50 Mafia boss, and I'm just a level 5 civilian. So I know I have to prove gunshots and the timings of it. I just don't know where to start. Was it here? Yeah, level 5 crook, yeah. So this is where he thinks it's midnight. So, like, these first 3 parts are kind of irrelevant. Or first 2 parts. It kind of starts right here. This could be something. This could be something. I looked out over the lake. I didn't see a boat. So I have this, but it doesn't contradict. It just supports it. So why would I say... Well, I guess he thinks it's past midnight. And I'll be like, no, you're wrong. That wasn't midnight. Let's see. The witness... okay, this is wrong. I looked over the lake. I didn't see a boat. It could be on this, actually. I support his evidence. I don't, like... I do this? Yeah, it's not contradiction. So then would I show... I would show this. I'd be like, well, you didn't see this? Probably, right? I know the end goal, I don't know how to get there, that's the thing. Or do I show this? No, this would support his stuff, so it'd be this. Oh my god. I'm already in shambles. I'm already in shambles. It's only been like 10 minutes, I'm already in shambles. I didn't see a boat, so after I heard a single gunshot. To be beaten by Larry of all people? True. No, it's because he's keeping his power levels hidden. Okay, so he heard a single gunshot. I guess I could do Lada's testimony. I'd be like, you didn't hear the second one? Okay, that's so weird. Alright, we'll go with that. Wait a second, Larry. What? You only heard one bang. Are you sure? This is why I don't understand. Like, he could have he heard one bang, he said, fuck it, I'm out. So then it would make sense that he didn't hear the second bang, because it wasn't a bang bang, it was like a bang. Well, I guess they were pretty close. You should hear the second one, I guess. Or, like, close enough. But Miss Lotta Hart testified yesterday that she heard 2 bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard 2 gunshots that night. Huh? Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all to what they said? Yo, Nick, please. Huh? You know, something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. So you gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay? Mr. Butts, what? You only heard 1 gunshot? Are you sure? Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure. Huh? Not how could you be not sure? Yeah, well, I might have missed the other gunshot. I was, listening to something else. Something else? My radio, dude, with my headphones. What? Oh. It's one ad with the 2 guys arguing their account strength. Oh, yeah, I've seen that. That was, like, a big thing, like a year ago. Order, and stop that booing. Mr. Butts, you were listening to the radio with your headphones? Yeah, so what? That a crime? I listen to my radio. Everybody listens to the radio. What's the big deal? Mr. Von Karma, your opinion? Waste of time. I do not accept this witness, nor his shoddy testimony. Well, Mr. Wright, should he continue the testimony? I think so. There's still some more valid stuff like the gunshots. I didn't want to focus on this part, but I mean, sure. I mean, we can go this route. Please, Your Honor, please allow this witness to continue his testimony. Bah! Nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost. Very well, Mr. Butts. Please give your testimony and be sure to include details like your radio. Right, leave it to me. I wouldn't if there were any other way out of... I wouldn't if there were any other way out of this, believe me. I can't read. What Larry heard. I'm on Brainrot mobile ad brain today, apparently. Hey, at least it's not Raid Shadow Legends. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to an all request show on the radio, see? I was listening to it real booming loud, like, but I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too. You were listening to your radio at high volume. Yeah, what's the big problem? Can't a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country? I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is. Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drum beat from the radio. Sure enough, it is difficult to believe that this testimony... Wait, Your Honor. The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot. Excuse me? DJ? An announcer, the guy who says things on the radio. Anyway, what this means is when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Wright. I can't believe I'm actually continuing this charade. Alright. I have no HP. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. Do we really need to press him on this? I almost feel bad. Not bad enough. So, you turned on the radio. Right. I just wanted to hear someone's voice, you know. You don't know what it's like out there alone on Christmas Eve. Alone. I shouldn't have said anything. That's why I was listening to an all request radio, all request show. I don't even know what that means. All requests show. You just call the radio and you're like, yo, can you please play like Despacito for me? And you're like, okay. Is that what an all request segment is? Do you by any chance remember the name of the program you were listening to? This has nothing to do with the case, Your Honor. Objection sustained. The witness was listening to the radio. That is all we need to know. Tell us, Mr. Butts, how loud was the radio set to that night? I was listening to it real booming loud. Real booming loud? Yeah, you know. And you had headphones on? Yep. I wouldn't think you could hear anything going on outside at all. But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I mean, he did hear one. Can you prove that? Oh. No, of course you can't. Nah, I can't prove it. But I remember that moment real clear. I mean, while I was talking about it, it came back real to me, you know? I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it, too. What did she say? Mr. Wright, please cease these pointless questions. What possible... Wait. Oh yeah, what possible good could knowing what a radio DJ said do us? Indeed, Mr. Von Karma has a point. I'll allow the question only if you see a reason why we should care. We should care. We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should. Why? Well, how do you know if we don't ask him, Very well then. Mr. Butts, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot? Just when she said, hey, it's almost Christmas, I heard the gunshot. Oh shit. Oh fuck. We're getting to where I want to go. Are you sure? Of course I am. She had this real sexy voice. I'd be serenaded too. Maybe Von Karma was right. I'm not sure how this helped us at all. This is the most ludicrous testimony I've ever heard. But there's one gleaming ray of hope is I've got to press it while we get to the bottom of what happens. Are we back to start? Okay. It's gotta be this. But this is not a contradiction, though. That's the problem. It supports what he's saying. Do I just do it anyways? Okay, let me go through this all. It's lonely being alone. Who cares? That's why I was listening. Who cares? I was listening to it real booming loud. Who cares? But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. Makes sense. I remember... who cares? It has to be this. If it's not this, then it's like the third thing or whatever. When she said, hey, it's almost Christmas, I heard the gunshot. Wait, I have to... Do I need to press everything all over again? No way. It's either this one or that last one. Can you prove it? Well, I guess I'm not really finding contradiction, right? I mean, I'm just presenting evidence. Well, okay, but why I always say contradiction? Okay. I heard a gunshot. But that makes no... I guess I could use Lotta's testimony. The gunshots were after midnight. Objection! This is my second time using it again? Larry, are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct? What's wrong? What's with the face? You look scary, dude. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know I don't scare that easy. Is something the matter, Mr. Wright? Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, hey, it's almost Christmas when he heard the gunshot. Indeed, and almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Do you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve. That would seem to be the case, yes. But that contradicts the two testimonies we have heard so far, Your Honor. Both Miss Hart and the old man said it was after midnight when they heard the shots. In other words, when they heard the gunshots, it was already Christmas. This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor. Order, order. What does this mean? The two prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight. Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him. Suspicious. What? Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Mr. Butt's claim he heard the gunshot before midnight? Larry's right. Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard that gunshot before midnight. Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim. Finally, I can use that piece of evidence. Holy shit. Show me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight. Dude, I probably presented this like 4 times and they were all wrong. Finally, I get to show this and it's correct. Look at this photograph. This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24th, 11:50 p.m. Oh? But there's nothing on the lake in this picture. Your Honor. The real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It is why this photograph exists at all. What do you mean? Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises. Ah, correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. This is why this photograph was taken. In other words, when Larry heard that gunshot, it was most definitely still Christmas Eve. Indeed, it would seem that is the case. Then where does that leave us? Miss Hart testified that she heard the gunshots after midnight. Are you claiming she was mistaken? No, not at all, Your Honor. It is a fact that the camera also triggered at 15 minutes after midnight. Your Honor, that night there were 2 sets of gunshots with a 25-minute pause between them. Why would this be? Don't be fooled, Judge. That camera was set to respond to loud noises. Yes? There is no proof that the loud noise at 11:50 was a gunshot. Why the witness could have sneezed, triggering the camera? Hey, my nose was clear that night, man. Clear. Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. Can you prove that the loud noise at 11:50 was indeed a gunshot? Please show the court evidence if you have any. I'm 1 HP. Ooh, the drama, yeah. We getting there. How do I combine 2 things? It'd be this gun. Don't fuck this one up, don't worry. I'm a flawless attorney with a massive IQ. My IQ is over 9,000. We're showing him the pistol. This is my evidence. The murder weapon? Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When then was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. That the 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight. Order, order. That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen that night on the lake. I was thinking about that as well. Yeah, I wonder why, like, no one was really talking about, like, they're like, okay, 2 shots after midnight, but the gun was fired 3 times. Well, where the fuck did the 3rd shot go? Exactly. If this is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another at 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you? Why? Oh, I'd better think of something quick. Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes. Ah. What's wrong, Nick? I have it. Remember the case with the Steel Samurai? Huh? Yeah, of course I remember. The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case. What do you mean? Maya. Yes? If we don't figure this out, we'll never overturn Edgeworth's guilty verdict. I don't get it. I've got a hunch, and I'm going to run with it. Right. I mean, is this safe? Safe? We've already gotten a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. you just watch and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay? I don't know what's going on. Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright? The testimony just now had cleared up this entire case. What do you mean, Mr. Wright? Tisk, tisk, tisk. So, you finally realized the truth. There can be no other murder here than Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wrong, Von Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting. Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, one boat was on that lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant, Edgeworth, and the victim, Robert Hammond, were on that boat. There was a gunshot fired on that boat, and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on that boat. I admit, it is hard to imagine any other possibility. Yes, but this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight. Okay. What do you mean by that, Mr.? Is he saying that Hammond was already dead? I mean, I guess that would make sense because the autopsy is still pretty vague. Sometime on the 24th or 25th. Am I saying that someone else killed someone else killed Hammond on 11:50 where the first bullet was fired, and then they propped him up? Wait. No, that wouldn't make any sense. Did Edgeworth know who he was talking? Yeah, he did. Never mind. I thought this was gonna be like a stuffed body or something that just happened to look like Hammond, and then they like faked his death or faked the murder. How do I word this? Hammond was already dead at 11:50. Someone else killed him, and then they brought out Miles to go talk to a fake Hammond. Probably they probably wore the same outfit. Maybe they wore a prosthetic mask or whatever, and then they pretended to die in front of him, and then made it seem like Edgeworth did it. Are you liking these games? Yeah. It's pretty cool. I do think it'd be cool if there was like I mean, it's kind of hard with any like visual novels. This is a visual novel, right? Where like it'd be cool if it was a bit more nuanced, if that makes sense. Like you can skip through certain things. Like if I know who the murderer is, then I could like skip a couple like steps or whatever. Like just now, like I didn't want to like contradict Larry. I'd be like, yo, or like I want to talk about the 3 bullets being fired a lot sooner than right now, basically. It'd be cool if there was like a murder, I guess, game or whatever that was a bit more nuanced. You could talk about anything at any time without being like dragged out. Like there's only one right answer to say in a game like this. If that makes sense. Or when we died last stream, I honestly forgot how I lost, but it was pretty dumb. Oh, it was because we presented this same article 3 times in a row. And I was like, there's no way we're gonna present this again, but we did 3 times in a row. That's what I got mad at. But it'd be cool if there was like a murder game that was a bit more nuanced. But yeah. But yeah, am I saying that Hammond already died at 11:50 p.m.? Wait, what do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? We have photographic evidence of the time of shooting. The timestamp on the photo says 12:15 a.m. Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. Okay, I am saying that. That's the only way that Edgeworth could be innocent. Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who the two men are on the boat. Well, it's Edgeworth for sure. He did say he was on the boat. Well, this doesn't say shit. It has to be I'm saying Edgeworth and the murderer. Because Edgeworth doesn't even know that the guy in front of him died, right? He just saw him fall into the water. Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth. What? Are you serious? Yes, Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place. I'm not sure what to make of all this. Ludicrous. Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer then. The murderer's name, right. It's... What the hell is this? Miles Edgeworth killed himself. No, wait. No. I'm saying Miles Edgeworth killed him at 11:50, then walked it. That makes a lot... I don't know. Actually, I don't know the murderer's name. You don't know? Bah! Again, you waste my time. I don't know because he never told us. The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop, that old man. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond. The caretaker of the boat shop? Where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then. Why would he have to go all the way out on the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of the crime was not on a boat? Huh? Well, where did the murder take place? Miles is a ghost? Would have to be here, right? His shack? I'm 1 HP, this better be right. Here, of course, the boat shop, where he lives. That way he could meet with the victim without anyone seeing. Do you have proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime? Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. Like an idiot. That night, he was out on the boat, or he was on the lake in a boat searching for something. Oh my god, my dog is snoring really loud. He finds it and returns the boat. Then, just as he's starting to head for home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor, even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would that be if he had just returned a boat? The boat shop. Ooh. Mr. Wright, what happened that night on Gourd Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, are you sure about this? Not really, but I think if I start at the very beginning and I take it slow, I might just be able to figure this out. That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. Oh! This was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Then he got in the boat with Edgeworth and went out into the middle of the lake. Then who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright? The boat shop. Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth on purpose. Wait a minute. Yes. Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone? Details. Know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations is the moment you lose, literally, because I'm 1 HP. Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice. But does he know that there was someone outside? Does he know about the camera? Was there any indication that he knows about the camera? Well, it's definitely a parallel to this. Probably to create a witness, right? Because when you're 1 meter away, how the fuck do you miss? I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor. Create a witness? The murderer lifts his pistol, fires 1 shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit, and he fires again. Then, the murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in that boat behind him. I see. To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other. The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice to draw attention to the boat. Once he realized that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to a shop. Then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body. And threw it back in the lake? Yeah, and threw the body back into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gourd Lake. Holy fucking shit. Bailiff, bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker, quickly. Holy fucking shit. Very well. While we are waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. Oh shit, we're interrogating him now. Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defense has said. Yes. Well, why did you go to the lake that night? What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually, yes. Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said he had something very important to discuss with me. Something important? I'm sorry, I can't say what it was. Your Honor, sir. Bailiff, we are conducting a trial here. I ask that you remain quiet. The witness has disappeared. He isn't at the boat shop either. What? Wait, he's gone. What should I do? Find him quickly. We cannot allow him to get away. Wait, he's gone. He's in Mexico. Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared. A search warrant has already been issued. It goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the police department utilize all its forces to find that witness. Am I understood? One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him, and I want to know who he is. And I want it now. Very well. Court is adjourned. Oh my god. So now people think it's him. Nice. Yay, Nick, you did it! Yippee! Yeah, well, at least we got out from under that guilty verdict. What about Larry? That was really something. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out. Sure, once I sifted through his unique testimony. Still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time. I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel it's on us. Wait, I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients. Hey, Edgeworth. Thanks, Larry. Did you say something? Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably going to get off the hook. You could try to smile just a little. Relax. I'm sorry, but I fear it's not over for me yet. What do you mean? Right. There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now, and I don't know whether or not to tell you. Edgeworth? No, there's so little time left. I want to tell you to get it off my chest, but... I can't make up my mind. Dude, just say it, bro. What is this about, Edgeworth? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? A memory of a murder. You're like, 1 HP for 75% of that? Oh yeah, true. I told you. I am a god tier lawyer. My power levels and my armor levels is over 9,000. I only messed up like, what was it, like 5 times in a row? It was only because like I was just thinking, I was thinking too far ahead. I was thinking too fast, too good, too far ahead. Euro locks the fuck in? Yeah. What can I say? What can I say? I should be in law school. If I take classes right now, it'll be done in 6 months. I'll be that good. I'll start a law office right now, and then my clients will be like, so what's your experience? I'd be like, well, you see, I've solved 3 cases in Ace Attorney, and then I pretty much solved them like pretty much flawlessly in a speed run. So don't worry, your case is as good as like I could defend Diddy. Am I telling the... Okay, but like you see, I have like plus 10 on deception, so that's like I know Nightbot says 3, but in reality, if you add the buffs, I'm back up to like a 15. 3. Hey, 3 cases a lot, okay? 3 cases a lot. It's like, okay, well, never mind. It's a bad analogy. It's like, okay, I got a different one. It's like, I survived 3 plane crashes. If you survive 3 plane crashes, you're a survivor. There's nothing that's gonna stop you. So like, that's like the same thing with solving cases. I solved 3 cases. Bro, I am a god tier lawyer. I'm a god tier lawyer. Wait, yeah, the 3, it's 1 for each case. So that means I gotta do 17 more cases. A memory of a crime that I committed. A memory of murder. Oh, so he just never finished. Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed? I don't believe it, not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently, but he'd never take someone's life. Never. Nick. Yo, how's everyone doing? What do you think of my performance? I had him swooning in the aisles, huh, Maya? Swooning? Me? Oh, yes, I do remember that, feeling faint. Right on. Tell me the truth, it was like love at first... Isn't she kind of like a minor? Oh my god. Hold on. My dog is hard snoring. I'll get her up. my god, it's so hard. I gotta pick her up, I gotta move around. She's like, no, I don't wanna go. Alright. There might be enough in this. Probably. If I do all of them, probably. I don't know about this trilogy, but I think, like, after the Phoenix Wright trilogy, maybe the Apollo I mean, I have the Apollo Justice as well, I think. It's going through Karma's head when you talk sounds as being a rookie. Maybe my heart skipped a beat or two. I think you can do better than that. Come on. I saved Edgeworth in there, dude. Edgy, you guys should be bowing before me. Yeah, bow before your hero. Larry, you really helped us in the trial today. You did. If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty. Ha 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 ha. But seriously, Nick, that boat shop caretaker is pretty suspicious. But Edgy ain't off the hook yet. Way to spoil the mood, Larry. Hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know? But from where I was sitting, Edgy seems pretty edgy. I mean, can you really know he's telling the truth about that night? Ooh. You think Edgeworth is lying? Good point. I don't know, but I do know is I'm going to believe in you two until the end. Us two? Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right? Nah, he means me. Right, Nick? Yeah, you, Larry. Not me? But why you, Larry? Huh? Actually, yeah, why me, Nick? Enough with the silent treatment. Nick, why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true. But when we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think? You didn't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney. Wait, was that when you two were classmates? Yes, in grade school. They saved me. Miles. And Larry. They saved me and I will never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know? What? Hey, Larry, what's he talking about? Huh? Oh, sorry, I kinda forgot. Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm going to hear the story today, and that's final. Okay, it's kind of a long story. Ugh. It was the very end of 3rd grade. I was on trial, who gives a fuck about a class trial, man? What'd you do? You stole some girl's cookies? A class trial? You remember, Larry? Spring, end of 3rd grade. A kid in our class got his lunch money stolen. Lunch money? Our school was really small. Every month, kids would bring in an envelope with money for lunch from Jesus Christ. Lunch money for lunch from home. Huh, I see. Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared with $38 still inside. Oh yeah, now that you mentioned it, I do remember that. I can see why you'd forget though. You weren't far off, yeah. Cookies, lunch money, almost the same thing. I was in the same realm. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I skipped PE that day. I was the only one not in class. So they thought you did it. Yeah, the kids in the class said I should be put on trial. More like an execution. So the next day we held a classroom trial with me as a defendant. I didn't do it. Guilty. He did it. Guilty. It was you, thief. Give the money back. You're such a meanie. No one play with him. Just admit you did it. You can't hide the truth. Tell us the truth.
We're not gonna play with you anymore. Yeah, you shouldn't be allowed, really. Or the library, can we give back my 50 cents I loaned you? Hey, did you rob that bank the other day?
Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right. But in the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it. Go over and apologize, Phoenix. What the hell is that shirt? Is that Mr. or Mrs. Potato Head? Along with... What the hell is that? Yeah, you did it. Yeah, you stole the money. I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I've done it. I tried to apologize. I went to where the boy whose money had been stolen was sitting. That's when it happened. He shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed, amateurs. Miles? He has a bow tie. It wasn't you who stole my money, was it? Miles's money's... His lunch money got stolen? No. Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That is why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent. But Miles, it was your money that was stolen. Yeah, he did it. We don't need proof. Why don't you all just shut up? This is always how it is. Everybody ganging up and picking on one person. Just think how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. Very well. I will replace the money myself. This class trial is over. So the teacher stole it. Damn! After that, the three of us were the best of friends. Wow, I had no idea. Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot. Hey, Jugon, how you doing? Oh, you missed a lot. You're innocent until proven guilty. You're guilty until proven innocent. That's the real way of doing it. That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone without a friend in the world. You did a good thing, Larry. Yeah, well, I was just lucky that I took the day off from school. If I'd been there, they would have thought I had done it. So I took it kind of personally. When something smells, it's usually the butts. Alright, so what happened afterwards? Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after that class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father.
I'm going to be a defense attorney just like my father. A famous defense attorney.
Then a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school. The DL6 incident. Right. I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death. That's so sad. It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like, Dark suspicions of a demon attorney. Oh, that's a title. Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. But why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all. That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him, I don't know how many times. He never replied. I guess he didn't want to see his old friends. I couldn't just drop it though. I wanted to meet him to learn why he had become who he is. That's when I decided... Wait, you don't mean... That's why. That's why you became a defense attorney. To meet Edgeworth? Oh my god. He wanted to hold hands with his best bros from back in the day. If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me whether he wanted to or not. In court. Edgeworth believed in me, and I believe in him. He's in pain, and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. My bestie. More than best friend. Whoa, Nick. So that's why you helped me out for free. Yeah. I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying I'd do it for free. Aw, Nick. We have to save Mr. Edgeworth if that's the last thing we do, okay? Right. First, there's that rental boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who and what he is. I'd settle for who. I guess I can clean out some of this evidence I no longer need. Okay, let's go. So, like, do we gotta find this guy ourselves? Okay, what did I clean out? Okay, so we still have autopsy, lake photo, Misty Faye, map, gun, we still have the metal detector, poly, DL6 case, and DL6 photo. I guess we start with the detention center, see if we can talk to Edgeworth. You look as grim as always. Mr. Edgeworth, I heard the class story about the... Jesus Christ. I heard the story about the class trial. Class trial? What do you mean? You don't remember? No, I don't. Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it? In 3rd grade? Lunch money? Oh, right. Yes, I seem to remember something like that. Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers. Well, it probably only mattered to me anyways. Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know that the trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney? Ridiculous. Gee, thanks. That said, it does sound like the kind of thing you do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, Wright? So simple, to a fault even. Well, maybe, yeah, but I think you changed too, Edgeworth. Perhaps. Hey, Edgeworth, why did you become a prosecutor anyways? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right? I couldn't let myself deny reality like you. What do you mean? My father was taken from me, and you want me to defend criminals? I'm sorry, right? But I'm not that good of a person. One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right? Yes, the man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. He had to be the shooter, any way you look at it. Yet, he was found innocent. That defense attorney got him off the hook. That would be Robert Hammond. On that day, 15 years ago, the three of us were trapped in that elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I had lost all memory of the murder. Lost your memory? Even now, I can't recall what happened in that elevator. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney's argument in court. He claims Yanni Yogi had been not sound of mind due to oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to the lack of evidence. Innocent. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys. What's your relationship with Von Karma? He's my teacher, and a man who deserves respect. I learned everything I know of the courtroom techniques from him. So he's like my sister was to you, Nick. He is a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life, he is obsessed with doing everything perfectly. Perfectly, huh? In all the cases he has taken on, none were left unsolved. And not one suspect was declared innocent. Ever. But that's... I know. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it is impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does in his job is to find the suspect guilty. Perfectly. In any case, it's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away. Edgeworth? If what you're saying is true, you're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow. He's right. Now's no time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth. It's a strange situation which I find myself... I'll admit. There's nothing I can do about him. Let's see if Gumshoe has anything. If he knows where, the boat take... I mean, it's pretty obvious the boat guy is Yanni Yogi. Gumshoe, he won't be coming back today. Oh, really? He said there was some guy he had to arrest by tomorrow. The caretaker. He shouted something about catching him if it's the last thing I do, pal. Alright. So this place is pretty much useless. He won't be here at all. So I don't really know what other clues... I mean, we're just waiting until he gets back, though. Or we, like, grab the caretaker. I don't know what other clues I can get. I mean, I guess they have to be DL6 related clues. Or evidence. When does he work anyway? Now, don't be harsh. Guess we'll have to come back later. Anything here? No? Alright. Back to the lake. I don't think we're gonna find any... Well, I guess... We'll open that safe, actually. What was the passcode? We'll go into the house. We'll ransack his house. Oh, Gumshoe. Wait, he's here. Hey, pal. Long time no see. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. Close one today, huh? I got so worked up, I snapped my tie in half. Sorry about that. No problem, pal. Thanks to you, we now know who really did it. You mean the boat shop caretaker? Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may, it's my duty to you as a police officer. Now, I'm off to catch me a criminal. Detective Gumshoe sure is active today. Oh, and one other thing. Eek! No one can go into the woods today. The woods? Where Lotta was camping? The woods are off limits to camping, and apparently the park ranger found out. He got pretty mad. No one can go in for a while. Guess Lotta's in a lot of trouble. Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Alright, so I guess now the woods is irrelevant. That's probably why. So, we'll go to the boathouse. I mean, there's gonna be nothing here. The steel ice... Where is the samurai? Eyesore? Looks like the hot dog stand is closed too. I guess Larry's too busy worrying about Mr. Edgeworth to show up for work. Alright, well, I mean, there's nothing here. Let's go... boat shop. That old caretaker got away. Yep. I never imagined he might be the real murderer. I know that it's Grossberg. Hello. What might you be doing here? Out for a walk, hmm? Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon. You see, Mr. Grossberg, this is no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow. That is true, yes. But from what I saw from today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right? Well, I'm not so sure about that. Oh, what do you mean by that? Well, I'm not sure. If you find anything out, come by my office at once. I may be able to offer you some assistance. Thanks. Bye. What do you think Mr. Grossberg was doing here anyways? Who knows? Probably DL6 related. Alright, let's go in. This dumb bird is here. Alright. Nobody's home.
Hello, Squawk.
Hey, it's Polly. I wonder where your owner's gone, Polly.
Hello, Squawk.
I can't believe he'd run off, leave his poor parrot to fend for herself.
Hello, Squawk.
Well, let's open that safe. That reminds me, Nick. Polly here knows the numbers to the safe, right? Yeah, that's right. Polly, what's the number to the safe?
1228, Squawk.
Let's open it, Nick. Come on. I'm sure there isn't any money in there. Aw, but hey, he keeps it locked, right? So there must be something of value in there. I'm not so sure. Hey, Nick, let's see what's in there. I guess there might be a clue or two. The only thing in here is a letter. A letter? Boring. No name or signature on this thing. It's handwritten in a very precise, clear letters. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth? Nick, why would Edgeworth's name be on here? How should I know? I'm going to read the whole thing. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says this is your last chance. Now is the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond and frame Edgeworth. Calling Edgeworth out to the lake, getting on the boat, firing twice, is exactly what I figured out today in court. It's all here in perfect detail. What do you think it means, Nick? I don't know, but it looks like these are instructions for that caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following instructions. Who could have written that letter? And what does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth? Could it be a letter to himself? Look, I don't know, okay? But one thing's for certain. This letter is an amazing clue. Maybe I should take care of Polly, Nick. You probably shouldn't just kidnap her. The police know about her anyway. I'm sure they'll do something. Well, okay. Sorry, Polly. He says I can't take you. Great, now the bird's going to hate me. Everything's cold. Wait, I already looked at that. Fishing pole. Ah. Let's skedaddle. Let's go to Grossberg. One day left, Nick. Yeah, I know. Well, no time to waste. Let's get going. He's not here. What a fucking liar. I guess there's still something I need to do at that shack, I guess. I've been everywhere and it's still pretty much the same. The boats? Well, fuck, what do I do? I mean, nothing here looks suspicious as well, unless the dogs are back. Oh, I need to show that piece of paper I got to Edgeworth. Duh. Edgeworth, see this letter? This came out of the safe in the shack where the boat rental caretaker lives. I see. Revenge. On me? Who is that old guy anyway? I don't know. Could he be an innocent defendant you got declared guilty or something? Nice, right? But I don't remember that old man. Not at all. So he was following this letter then? Which means there was someone else behind it. Now's the time to get revenge on the 2 men who ruined your life. 2 men, meaning myself and Robert Hammond? It also says this is your last chance. Last chance. Wait, maybe he's talking about the statute of limitations on DL6 incident. Wait, that old man. What is it? Do you know who he is? Yogi. Could he be Yogi? Yogi? The suspect in the DL6 incident. The one who was found innocent. Yanni Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. We just happened to be in that elevator together 15 years ago. That quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were there for so long, it felt like forever. The air thinned and the darkness closed in on us in that little box. We became unsettled. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet. I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. I want to get out! Help! Get us out! Don't shout, you'll just use up more oxygen. That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in the hospital bed, staring up at the ceiling. In court, Yanni Yogi's mental condition called into question. They claimed the oxygen deprivation and stress had caused temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed the court that Yogi was found innocent. Huh? But isn't that strange? This letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would he want to take revenge on you? Right? Yeah. There's something that's been troubling me these last few days. I didn't know whether or not I should tell you. You mean the nightmare? I think the time has come to tell all. For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. I wake up in a fearful sweat every time. What kind of dream? It's a dream about my father's killing. In the dark. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet! I said quiet! You're not making this any easier. I want to get out! Help! Get us out! Don't shout! You'll just use up more oxygen. I can't breathe! You're using up my air! What? Stop breathing my air! I'll stop you! What are you? Stop breathing my air! No, father! He's attacking father! Then I see the pistol, lying by my feet. I don't know if it was evidence from that day in court or the bailiffs. In the days I pick up the pistol... Get away! Get away from my father! Oh! And with that scream, I wake. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that was rung in my ear for the past 15 years. But, that's just a dream, right? That thought is the only thing that has kept me sane for the last 15 years. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father. What? If you think about it that way, this letter makes sense. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me. Wait, Edgeworth, you mean it was me. I was the true criminal of DL6. I shot my father. This is bad. What are we going to do, Nick? What can we do? I don't know. I don't think there's anything we can do, like it or not. If there's someone else who knows a lot about DL6 incident, maybe. There is, Nick. There is someone who knows about DL6. It's Mr. Grosberg. Mr. Grosberg? Ah, hello there. What's wrong? You look troubled. No kidding. I can't believe you're not. But... Just calm down and tell me what's happened, hmm? It's Mr. Edgeworth. He... What a crybaby. I see. So Edgeworth dreamt he shot his own father. It's only a dream. Only a dream. I wonder... What? If that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled? Well... Also, consider this. Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. So deep he'd want to frame him for murder. This leads me to surmise that Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream. It was real. As you imagined, Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. The pistol fired, and the deed was done. No, I don't believe it. Yogi was suspected of murder, and his career as a bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Thus, he sought revenge on Miles. Why now, though, of all times, though? This was his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations so close. The problem is the murder weapon was fired twice. Where the fuck did the other bullet go? Edgeworth didn't do it. What do you know about Edgeworth's father? He was a defense attorney without peer. It sounds trite, but it's true. Well, he may have had one peer now that I think about it. Your mentor, Mia Fey. My sister? Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Mr. Von Karma's techniques. That's no surprise. Von Karma is an extreme man. Forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. The result, he has a perfect win record in court. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods. And he lost, and died in despair, as it were. I see. When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called on his spirit medium. That was your mother, Misty Faye. I am Gregory Edgeworth. I have been killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi. Yet, Yanni Yogi was found innocent. That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud. That's right. Everyone thought she was, you see. Yet, now that I think about it, it seems the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him. I don't believe it. So you're saying he falsified his testimony? That Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his son? It's only a possibility, mind you. But a possibility nonetheless. Wait, how is he involved in all this? How does he know? I completely forgot how he's related in all this. Mia's mentor? His name is now Yanni Yogi. Did I show him this? Oh, no, I did show him that. Well, that might be it. Okay, never mind. I probably have to present something to him. Oh, but why kill Robert Hammond? Hammond was a skilled defense attorney, but he defended clients not for their sake, but for his own. Wait, his own sake? He never trusted his clients, that one. The only thing he trusted was his own ability. But he got his client found innocent, so why should it matter? Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict for no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially, he was ruined. Huh? You'll understand soon enough. Wait, what is it? This letter. I've seen this handwriting somewhere before, a long time ago. Whose handwriting was this? Do you have any idea who wrote this? It could be Von Karma, because he initially didn't want Yanni Yogi to testify as a witness at first, until he was pretty much forced. And then... on the second day, when Yanni Yogi was testifying, I mean, everyone questions their witness beforehand, but it seemed like it was like 3 minutes. That's all it's gonna take. Like, he had it like all planned out as if it was like a performance or a show. So they could be in league together. Von Karma? Why would he have something to do with this? Well, I'm not sure. Von Karma. Wait, you're right, my boy. This is Von Karma's handwriting. I'm sure of it. I used to see it all the time on court records. What? But that means the one who told Mr. Yogi to kill was... Correct. Manfred Von Karma himself. What does this mean then? Why would Von Karma want to frame Edgeworth? If it truly was Von Karma who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth. you would know that Miles Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. Wait. Von Karma knew that Edgeworth accidentally killed his own father. So, does that mean that second bullet that was fired which is, I mean, it's probably this window, right? Huh. We'll say as much tomorrow in court, I should think. They'll press the point until the court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty. Oh no. But how could Von Karma know about Edgeworth's past just like that? Even Mr. Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare. That I do not know. Yet I do know that Von Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. He may be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son. What do you mean? It was 15 years ago. Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court, and Von Karma did win. But he didn't make it through the trial unscarred. What happened in the trial between Edgeworth's dad and Von Karma? Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial, but Gregory Edgeworth accused Von Karma of faulty evidence. And though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusation stood. Faulty evidence? It was the only penalty Von Karma has ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Wow. It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. A vacation? Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting. Really? He doesn't take vacations? Like, go to the sea or to the mountains? Don't tell me he's never been to Europe. Oh. Anyways, in any case, that was the only time he took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot. Odd. If he wanted to keep a perfect record so badly, why would he take such a long vacation? If you were to commit a murder... I don't know. I actually don't know. That is a good question. What do we do, Dick? Von Karma's going to bring up DL6. You can bet on it. What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to DL6? I won't let him. Yes, Mr. Wright, I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder, you know. I know that. I just believe in Edgeworth's innocence. I can't believe he'd kill someone. But Nick, Edgeworth admits it himself. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave. I don't care. I know he's not guilty. Mr. Wright, if you say so, I suppose I could go check again. The police files might hold something of interest. Mr. Grosberg, thank you. I can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chances of finding something are slim. I understand. The police materials, There's hardly anyone here. Everyone must be out looking for the guy. Ah, it's you. I don't think Gumshoe will come back today. He's staying out late looking for someone. Sounds like Detective Gumshoe is pounding the pavement for real. We were wondering if we could check out the records room again. Well, no, I can't have just anyone wandering around in here. But I guess Mr. Von Karma is in there right now anyway. You can go in there as long as he's there. Von Karma? Yes, he just arrived actually. Von Karma's in the records room. Nick, let's hurry. Oh fuck, oh shit, oh fuck, oh shit. Dusty as always. We were only here just yesterday. I'm sure they haven't had time to clean. What's wrong, Nick? Nothing. I was just noticing that he isn't here. Von Karma. But this is open. Huh? One of the drawers here is open. Someone must have been looking in it recently. Label says unsolved cases evidence. Unsolved cases. Nick, the file for DL6 is completely empty. What? What are you doing here? Eek! Von Karma! You. How do you know my name? Huh? Have we met? What are you saying? We see each other every day, don't we? We're Miles Edgeworth's defense team. Defense team? Ahem. I beg your pardon, you see. I rarely remember defense attorneys. They are like bugs to me. Needless things to be crushed. I can see how this guy was Edgeworth's mentor. No way I'll be showing this to him. Mr. Edgeworth is your student, right? A romanticist who still can't shed that veneer of amateurism. What does that even mean? Just like his father, always second rate. Mr. Von Karma, you had an axe to grind with Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you? Me? A grudge against a mere defense attorney? Why? Because you always dealt a blow to your otherwise perfect trial record. So you did. But what I don't get is, why did you take his son under your wing afterwards? The son of your most bitter rival? That, my dear attorney, is none of your business. Tomorrow will be the last day of this trial. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last this long. Still, you will lose in the end. Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt. His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean? Oh. You're quite the researcher. If you've done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know what Miles Edgeworth will tell the court tomorrow. We were right. So Von Karma is going to bring up DL6 in court tomorrow. Mr. Von Karma, have a look at this. This was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yanni Yogi to commit murder. Yanni Yogi. How many years has it been since I've heard him called by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it. Oh shit. So you admit it? You wrote Mr. Yogi this letter? Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble to bring it to me. You've saved me from a lot of needless hassle. What? Nick, what is that thing? A stun gun for self-defense, usually. Indeed. 600,000 volts will course through your body like a dog touching an electric fence. 600,000... Oh, don't worry, people don't die from it usually. Now give me the letter. Whoa, what are you... Nick, run! Oh my god. Maya! Out of my way, and I also get shocked. He took the DL6 evidence, all of it. Oh no. The letter, did he take it? Huh? Oh yeah, are you okay? I couldn't stop him. I jumped as fast as I could, but one shot from that thing knocked me out cold. I'm useless. I'm no good as a lawyer or a medium. I can't even call my sister. Not even now when we need her the most. I wish I hadn't woken up at all. Maya! There has to be a way to help her. I'd rather do something about her self-confidence first. She's holding on to something. What is that? A bullet? DL6 incident. Taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. I remember, Von Karma was holding this when Maya jumped him. I'll prove it to you, Maya. You're most definitely not useless. I'll prove it to you in court tomorrow. Is it gonna be like the same bullet from that same gun? To be continued. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab some more drinks. Alright. My throat's kinda hurting, so hopefully this doesn't take like 2 hours. I know for that it's gonna be like 2 hours long. Alright, let's do this. I think I saved. December 28th. This is it. Judgment Day. Today, things are going to be settled at last. A lot of things. What's the big idea? Sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. I guess the shock hasn't worn off from my run-in with the stun gun yesterday. Anyway, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick. Yeah, thanks, Maya. Edgeworth is looking glum as always. I hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard. Whoa. What are you doing? Sorry, I'm sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you with the pat on the back. Maya, maybe you should go outside and discharge. Try not to electrocute anyone on your way out. Ooh, yeah, pal. She's touching everyone. What's gotten into that girl? Detective Gumshoe. Morning. Mr. Edgeworth? Good morning. How did it go, Detective? Have no fear, as promised, I've captured our runaway caretaker. I just brought him in, took all night, pal. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe, you must be tired. Actually, after that shock, I got on the I feel pretty good. Yogi says he's forgotten his own name, but that has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his own past? Does he remember? And I'm going to prove he does remember, and I'm going to prove it. Court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth. Defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready. Very well. We have reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I ask that prosecution submit decisive evidence. Understood. Come on, don't be awed into silence by every little thing he says. Very well, Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's effort, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense has asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. Very well. Please bring the witness into the courtroom. Oh my god, he's back. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake from where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost memory of his name and identity. Witness, why did you run away yesterday? The witness was not running away, as he will now testify. I see. Very well, begin your testimony. Why left court? I'm really sorry about just leaving yesterday like I did, but I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly, see? I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I mean, I need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. So my testimony yesterday stands as is. I don't have any evidence for this. Wait, what do I have right now? Oh, I still have these. Or the DL6 files, I guess. Yeah, I kinda have nothing. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we? He has to know his name. Yanni Yogi, you're Yanni Yogi, and I'm going to prove it. How? I'm really sorry about just leaving yesterday like that. I'd call what you did running away... Wait, I'd call what you did running away and not just leaving. You heard Larry's testimony and realized you were in danger. Now, Mr. Wright, there's no need to rush to conclusions. As I said, the witness was not running away. Listen to the rest of the testimony. He sure seems relaxed. In fact, they both do. Von Karma and Yanni Yogi. But I wasn't running away or nothing. Then why did you leave? He's just about to say why. Is it so hard for you to quietly listen when someone is talking? If I sat quietly, Edgeworth would have been guilty in 3 minutes. I went to buy some food for Polly, see? Food. Well, Polly is a bit of a gourmand, you see. She only eats these high-quality bird pellets from France. They only have them in the big pet shop downtown. But you weren't arrested until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the caretaker shack? Well, I kind of got lost, you see? The witness has trouble remembering things sometimes. When the police apprehended him, he was on his way back to the shack. Yeah, right. Nice try, Von Karma. No one's going to believe that. I see. So he was lost. Please, Your Honor, come to your senses. I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. You lost much of your memory, is that correct? Yup. Seems like it. Then how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Did I miss anything? I confronted Von Karma that he told Yanni Yogi to kill Edgeworth. And then he was like, no you fucking don't. He zapped me and took away my evidence. And here we are. Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory, You know exactly who you are. The witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then show the proof court. Or show the court proof. How am I supposed to prove what's going on in that old codger's head? That's impossible. I'm glad you come to your senses, Mr. Wright. Very well, witness. Please continue. I mean, I need one of those, motives things, right? And I don't got one. How could you say you had no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right? Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. This witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge. It's impossible. I have to prove he's lying about his memory. Otherwise, it's going to be the same thing over. Wait, might I say something, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. You've been saying the same thing now over and over. You've been calling the witness' memory of the past or lack thereof into question. But does this really have anything to do with the current case? Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with this case and no motive. Both of these statements are lies. Order, order. Mr. Wright, there is a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying you know who this witness is? Of course, Your Honor. Oh, now this is interesting. I would like to know myself. Who is he? Don't play dumb, Von Karma. You know exactly who this guy is. Mr. Wright, please tell us who this witness' name is. Hold on. How did my dog get back in the room? Hold on. Alright. Yanni Yogi. His name is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff. Yogi? That name seems familiar. Oh! Yanni Yogi from the DL6 incident. It figures the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case. But what does this mean? Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This witness is Yanni Yogi? Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? This is a court of law, as you may recall. You need proof. And allow me to repeat once more that the witness has lost his memory. This is it. I have to do something now. If I can't prove he's Yogi right here, then I've got nowhere else to go. Nick, how are you going to prove it? How can you prove that he's Yanni Yogi? It's okay. It's actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprint, then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on the file for Yanni Yogi 15 years ago. I see. That makes sense. Oh. That is my headset. My headset's gonna die? Hold on. Alright. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Huh? I'm very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. Why? The witness has no fingerprints. What? What? No fingerprints? You see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. I burned my fingers working with the stuff. Yup. What? Yogi, you sneak. You burned your fingerprints off to hide your past. Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we'll not be able to prove his identity. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Well, what will you do, Mr. Wright? It seems that the case has been decided, no? No. I know what happened, I know everything. I just can't prove it. But no, I can't let it end like this. I can't lose. There has to be another way. There is no one who can testify as who this witness is. No one. Nick, what are we going to do? I didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. What do I do? Tisk, tisk, tisk. Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to cross-examine his parrot for a little comic relief, Yeah, very funny. You're a sore winner, Von Karma. Wait a second. Cross-examine his parrot. What is it, Nick? No, you're not going to... Your Honor, the defense would like to take Von Karma's... take Von Karma up on his proposal. On my proposal? Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness' pet parrot. Well, what do you think, Mr. Von Karma? Need you even ask? This is farce. I object. Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Von Karma. I have a right to do as you suggested. Well, if you're so desperate, then please, be my guest. Of course, should you go through with this, and nothing comes of it, then I hope you're ready for the consequences. Nick, this is crazy. Well, still want to go through with this little game? Yes, I'm doing it. Let the parrot take the stand. That parrot has human rights and it deserves to be heard. I will cross-examine her, Your Honor. This is the most ridiculous thing I have ever heard. Von Karma's rigged every person's testimony, every piece of evidence, except the parrot. She's my last chance. At least, I think so. Bailiff, bring in the parrot. Oh my god. That's quite a bird. Please tell us your name. Name. I've heard weirder. The witness is ignoring me. It must hurt to be ignored by a bird. Ahem. Well, very well, witness. Who's your owner? Please testify for us. Hello, squawk. What a testimony. Certainly the most concise testimony we've had so far. Very well, begin your cross-examination. What are you going to do? I don't know. What do we do, Maya? Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her. Right, what do I say? Polly, what's your name? Polly, Squawk? How real life reflects life. Mr. Wright, I think we established that this parrot is named Polly. Does this have to do anything with her owner's identity? Of course. His wife. Yes, it does. Ha, fascinating. You claim that the parrot's name will prove her owner's identity, then show us proof. Nick, don't you think you're taking the bluffing a little too far? Listen, we're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Yanni Yogi. All you have to do is tie the name Polly to Yogi. Your Honor, the proof that the parrot's name identity is in the case file right here. I had to read it myself. On page 3, after his arrest, fiancé Polly Jenkins. Oh, wait, hold on. Present. The DL6 case file? That's quite a large file you have there. Which page is this proof on, then? Show us, or stop wasting our time. Very well. Show us the page. Oh shit. I actually don't know. I was ready for page number, not suspect data. Or suspect data. It's on the suspect data page. This page has all the information about Yanni Yogi. Right here, after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide, see? Indeed, it does say that, yes. What was his fiancé's name? Polly Jenkins. Polly? Exactly, Your Honor. He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who had committed suicide. That's why he named his parrot after her. I see. I guess that is possible. Ah, a mere coincidence, that's all. My granddaughter has a dog and she calls Phoenix. Well, Mr. Phoenix Wright, does this make you my granddaughter's fiancé? She's only 7 years old. Indeed. Alone it is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. We would need some other corroborating evidence. Where am I going to find that? Nick, we're getting closer. One more. If we can just get one more piece of evidence. Right, but what? Very well, witness, you may continue. Oh, wait. I remember it was a murder case where someone was shot and the pair was repeating the argument between the two people before the victim was shot. Wait, in real life? No way. Witness, you're here to speak. You must speak to me. Frankly, I can't believe that you're speaking to the parrot. Well, I guess we should try to get information out of her. We need to show the judge. Alright. Well, I gotta... I can't present the parrot. Hold on. Yeah, IRL, that is crazy. Have we forgotten something? Polly, have we forgotten something? Squawk! Don't forget DL6! Parrots are really interesting birds. Yeah, I don't think I'd ever want one, though. I bet they just talk all day. Polly, have we forgotten something? Hello, Squawk. Oh, she's been brainwashed. That's not what you're supposed to say. Forgot something we forgot. Hello, Squawk. Uh-oh, it's not working, Nick. She won't say it. This is ridiculous. Why wouldn't she say it? Tisk, tisk, tisk. Something the matter, Mr. Wright? Oh, he knows. Don't tell me Von Carmen expected this. He couldn't have restrained the parrot, could he? Did he train her not to respond when we ask if we've forgotten anything? Well, I mean, that means we have to do this then. If we ask for the safe numbers, it's not gonna do anything. There's nothing in the safe. This number has to do something with the caretaker. Could it be the number itself, 1228? Oh, that's the case of the DL6? incident, and I guess today as well. I mean, I guess, right? It's the date? Actually, it does. That's why I had her say it. Ha, ridiculous. How can the number to a safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof. What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's true identity? DL6 case? A DL6 case file? What is the obsession you have with that case? Mr. Wright, where in this file is something related to that number? Case summary, right? Yeah, that's the date, and that's like the only time it's mentioned, yeah. Case summary. It's on the case summary page. The case summary? Specifically the date on which the DL6 incident occurred. The date of the incident? December 28th? Why, that's today's date, 15 years ago. And the number on that safe is 1228. Ah, he used the date of the DL6 incident as the number for his safe, Your Honor. That's how important that date was to him. I see, it certainly is an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates. Ah, this is not tangible proof. I set my ATM card's number to 0001 because I'm number 1. That has nothing to do with a date. Nothing. That's enough. I think we've reached a conclusion here. This is a mere coincidence, that's all. Sure, that is a possibility. However, 2 coincidences at the same time seems more like a pattern to me. What are you saying? Summon the caretaker of the boat shop immediately. Witness. Tell us your name. Wait, this witness, he doesn't remember... No. It's okay. Gamer's having to rob this man. Oh shit. Oh, he leveled up. I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done. Nick, he looks totally different. This is the real Yogi, I think, finally. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years. Well, let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court. My name is Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court. Damn, he leveled up. He evolved. Went from primate to annihilate. Yanni Yogi, so was it you who killed Robert Hammond and tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death? Yes, it was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond, he said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. We won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancée, my social standing. Then this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was planned for me to take revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent it. I thought this was my chance. After 15 years, this was it. Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets. But wait a moment. Revenge against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean? I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond. Damn, that was easy. Damn, why didn't you say that from the start? Von Karma, where's Mr. Yogi? Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession. Gasp. Well, that was easy. Then the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, is innocent. In this case, at least. Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand? There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are cleared of suspicion for this particular case. So I'd like to pass judgment on the murder of... I would like to pass judgment on the murder of Robert Hammond. Any objections? I don't believe it. Why is Von Karma saying anything? Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. There we go. Easy. That's 4 cases right there. That is all. This court is adjourned. Did someone just say objection? It wasn't Von Karma. Wait, but that means no. Edgeworth? Your Honor, I object to your judgment. What do you mean? I'm not innocent at all. As we have heard, Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what? Nick, Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's going to say he's guilty. He's going to say them he was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He's going to tell them he killed his own dad. Uh-oh, what do I do? Objection. Objection! Shut up, Edgeworth. I object to Edgeworth's outburst. Didn't something like this happen yesterday too? I believe a certain witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict was passed. That would be Larry. We must hear this new statement. We must hear Miles Edgeworth. He's right. We have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out. As Maya says out loud in court. Gasp. For 15 years, I have had a reoccurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That's what I told myself. But now I know. It wasn't a dream. Yanni Yogi wasn't the killer. You mean, in the incident where your father died? From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was as clear as day. The murderer. The criminal in the DL6 incident. It was me. Your Honor, I confess my guilt. I am guilty for DL6, the statute of limitations of which ends today. The culprit is me. As he points at Phoenix Wright. Order. This is certainly unexpected. The defendant declared innocent is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitations runs out today. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this. Bah! It's obvious. We hold a trial. Right here. Right now. We try this man for his crime of 15 years ago. I think I would like to take a 5-minute recess. I don't want to grow more here. During this time, I will consider the appropriate action to take. Court is adjourned. Edgeworth. Just shut up, man. Let me do the talking. You want to live? Actually, don't answer that. I'm sorry, Wright. I've just wasted all your effort. Mr. Edgeworth, I just don't believe it, sir. I mean, you killed your dad? I didn't want to believe it myself, detective, but it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances. This is crazy. Just crazy. Nick, what are you doing, huh? Oh, I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready. Your case for what, huh? Isn't it obvious? I'm going to prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent. So is this a new case, or did the statute of limitations already pass? No, it's two different cases at the same time. So, because at the beginning of this game, they said that the statute of limitation, like as of today, is only 3 days. That they recently changed it into. So it was a different time period, but now instead of, I guess now 15 years, they made it 3 days. And then but I guess it's not retroactive, so any past cases that were still ongoing would still go on their full 15-year time period or whatever. So like all current court cases last for 3 days, and then all past ones would still have to finish out whatever the statute of limitations was whenever that court case started. And this past one, the DL6 incident, was 15 years, and then I guess everything after is just 3 days. What are you talking about, pal? He just admitted to it. He confessed that he did in court. I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare. What? It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in the court record. In any case, tighten your belt. The real fight is just the beginning. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me. Right. Now then, I would like to resume our trial. Judge, Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let the defense do the cross-examining. The statute of limitations on the DL6 incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the book. I see. Does the defense have any objections? No, Your Honor. Von Karma, you knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you? Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand? Will the witness state his name and profession? Miles Edgeworth. I'm a prosecuting attorney. Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago, you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct? It is correct. Then testify about this matter to the court. When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. Yeah, there was 2 bullets that fired, not 1. That will be the key, but only if I can get it to work. Please, please, please. That day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we were to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all. And until now, you thought this memory was a dream? We were stuck in the elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out, and I lost my memory of the events. Bah! The same claim Mr. Yogi has made. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. Oh my gosh, I'm pressing Edgeworth. That day, okay. What was the trial your father was involved in that day? I don't remember things very clearly. Only 2 things. I know my father lost, and Mr. Von Karma was the prosecuting attorney. Mr. Von Karma, you were handling that case? It was 15 years ago. I don't remember the details. That was when Edgeworth pointed out the problem in Von Karma's evidence. Or Gregory Edgeworth. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. So there were 3 people, including yourself, trapped in that elevator. Yes, myself, my father, and Yanni Yogi. We were fine at first, but then as time passed and no one came to help, my father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. What did you do then? I was a 9-year-old boy at the time. What could I do? I was scared, trembling in the corner. But then... Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. What was it? A pistol. I assume it was the bailiff Yanni Yogi's. The safety must have come off when it fell from his holster. And you picked it up? What happened next? I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. Did you know it was a pistol when you threw it? I think I knew. I knew it was dangerous. But the air was getting so thick I panicked. So you're saying that you threw the pistol at Mr. Yogi? I was in a daze. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. The gun fired once? Yes. I think after I threw it, I lost conscious. Since then, they've echoed in my head every day. That gunshot and that horrible scream. The scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. Who screamed? To this day. Yes, I can practically hear it now. I doubt I will ever forget that scream as long as I live. That one part that contradicts everything. But I don't know what it means. I better find out. So the scream. Who screamed, though? I mean, it's either Yanni Yogi... It's either Yanni Yogi or Gregory Edgeworth, right? But... And then I was talking about the court records. How could you scream with no oxygen? Can you do that? I mean, probably, right? Yeah, we're arguing. I mean, I got a lot of HP. Might as well. I don't think, I wanna... I'd rather contradict this one. There's 2 gunshots. Yeah, I wonder if I could just do this one instead. I'm more confident in this.
Objection!
Are you sure you only heard 1 gunshot? Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot and the scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came. I see. No, Your Honor. Unfortunately, you don't. Look at this file one more time. This plainly contradicts the witness's testimony. You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence unless you can tell us what page it's on. Which page contradicts Miles Edgeworth's testimony? I actually don't remember. I literally just looked at it. Victim data. Look at the victim data in this file. It says it's quite plainly, the murder weapon was fired twice. Miles Edgeworth only heard 1 gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was the accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. So, who fired the remaining shot? Was there perhaps another shooter who fired the second shot? Your Honor, as I'm sure you're aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when that second shot was fired. It might have been fired the day before the incident. Wait, what does that even mean? Oh, I see. Because okay. There is no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident. I get it. I see. You do have a point, Mr. Wright. The murder weapon was fired twice, as we have heard. One of those shots was fired by the defendant, a boy at the time. Do you have any proof that the other shot had something to do with the case? Yeah. I mean, the window's cracked on that one door, on the elevator door. Your Honor, I think I will be able to show you proof. What? Impossible. Now, Mr. Von Karma, save your... Wait. It'd be one of these. I was thinking of this. Right? Very well, Mr. Wright. Show us your proof. Do you have any evidence that the second firing of the pistol is related to this incident? Purchase this photo. Look at this photograph. This is a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. I can see that the victim lying there is Gregory Edgeworth. This proves the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. This photo proves it. So let me get this straight. This photo proves 2 shots were fired where? Your Honor, please get a clue. As should be obvious, the contradiction is here. I see a bullet hole in the door. Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from the pistol. Yet there's also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also know that the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone else, other than Edgeworth, fired that second shot. Order. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost conscious after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else. Mr. Wright, who could that someone else be? The murderer, of course. I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DL6 incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page. Okay. Look what is written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. If the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene. He does have a point. That second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter, the whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else that made that bullet... Wait, Jesus Christ. It was undoubtedly something else that made that bullet hole in the door. Well, that's where I used my little Ziploc baggie of that bullet. Order, I will have order. Mr. Wright has proven one thing quite clearly to us, that the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet fired was not found. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked the second bullet. So, all we have is the single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim. Tisk, tisk, tisk. I praise the judge for his wisdoms in this matter. Gah. How did this happen? I don't believe the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident? What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising objection? I'm sorry, Maya. What? It looks like I was wrong. Nick, if the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing. No, but you said yourself, you said you'd get Edgeworth declared innocent. I'm sorry. When I saw the photograph, I thought 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it, I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person, someone else who fired the killing shot, but now... I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case stood unsolved for 15 years. Nick. Well, it seems we have finally cleared up this incident. Only 1 bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth. Precisely. I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far? Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any objections? No. No, I do not. So you killed your father, though? That was not your intention. Yes, I did. Oh no. He's accepted the guilt. Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today, right here. Right now. Indeed. Does anyone have any objections? I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There are so many things I should be saying right now, but my mind's gone blank. I can't find the words. Mr. Wright?
Objection!
Your Honor, I object. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object, Nick? I don't know. His case is perfect. It must exist. The second bullet. What? What did you just say? Nothing. The second bullet must exist. But where? Someone took it. It seems waiting is not going to produce any answers from Mr. Wright. Wait, Your Honor. The second bullet. It existed. What? But we've just heard proof that it did not exist. I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened. But who? The murderer. The murderer? Then tell us, just who is this murderer? I'm still thinking about that one. So the criminal took the second bullet, but why? Huh? First of all, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet? Well, he had to find it. Oops. possible reason could they have? Well, the reason the murderer took the bullet away from the scene was that the bullet would be proof. It was a special bullet, so they took it with them. If that was the case, then they should have taken the bullet from inside Gregory as well. Huh? Why would they only take one of the 2 shots fired? Now I'm confused. Wait, hold on. Was there a pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet? I mean, it's obvious. It's obviously because it would directly connect to him, right? Wait, for the stray bullet, though. Yeah, he had to find the stray bullet. And then swap the guns, then, right? If only there was like a dialogue log, I would go back like 2 more. Was there? Then the murder didn't need it? I guess he didn't have to look for the stray bullet, he just needed to swap the guns. The murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true. Had to take it. Had to take it. The murderer... What does that mean? You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken. I know it. Dude, am I supposed to pick wrong answers on purpose? The murderer had no intentions of taking the bullet from the scene, but the murderer had to take that bullet. Had to, Mr. Wright. What do you mean? Well, for instance... For instance, what? Maybe the bullet... hit the murderer? What? That Edgeworth... Oh! Edgeworth shot the murderer, and pretty much... And then he blacked out. And then he's like... Oh, and then the murderer was like, oh, fucking shit. Fuck this bitch, blah, blah, blah. And then I guess he thought he thought that it was Gregory Edgeworth that did it. So then the murderer shot Gregory, or killed Gregory, just one-tapped him, and then only afterwards he was like, oh fuck, it wasn't even him, it was the little kid. It was Miles. But the murderer would be someone that I know, though. Wait, it would have to be...
Well, obviously, because he's the one that told Yanni Yogi to kill Miles. So Edgeworth shot Von Karma. And he was like, oh, fuck this shit. Who the fuck shot me? And then he killed Gregory because he thought he did it. Oh, fuck. The bullet hit the murderer. Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there. You know? He is quiet. Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head, but if that's what really happened... Let me get this straight. So at the time of the murderer themselves was shot, and they left with the second bullet still inside of them, thus leaving... I do have a metal detector on me. After the second day, Phoenix got rid of all evidence that I didn't need. So everything here is possibly something that I need. And somehow the fucking metal detector is still here. So if I scanned Von Karma right now... leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime. Yes, I guess that's how it would work. There's a problem with that. The other two people rescued from that elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yanni Yogi, were both unharmed. So that would mean the murderer came from outside, yes. The two men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet, throws it. The pistol discharges and the bullet goes through the elevator door, hits the murderer outside, because that's what the scream he heard. Because I was thinking, I was like, who... If you're, like, oxygen deprived, I mean, sure, like, I guess you could scream, I guess. But, like, you would need, like, a lot of energy to scream. The boy loses conscious. Then, the murderer opens the elevator door, sees the men inside. Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. I can tell you're grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you said. What are you saying? Deny it. Deny it. No one involved with the incident was wounded. There was no murderer. There was no murder. Yeah, that would be Miles. And you. No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right. I can't think of anyone. Hey, Nick. Huh? I just thought of something really crazy. Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday? It wouldn't be that loud, right? Yeah, I mean, you could scream. But it wouldn't be a bone-chilling scream. That, or it would be even more haunting sounding. Yeah, I would feel like if you're oxygen deprived, like, yes, it would hurt, obviously. But I feel like it'd be a grunt. Because, like, you're already... Like, you have nothing in your lungs to, like, just let out anything. But Edgeworth said it was a bone-chilling scream, which means this guy, he had air in his lungs. So it would have to be Von Karma. Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after. He needed that vacation for the surgery. Oh shit. An unusual event for the man. That was his first and last vacation. What if Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock, but took it because he was injured? Which would mean, it could only mean one thing. He was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth. It was Von Karma. Oh man, something wrong, Mr. Wright? You seem dazed. No, Your Honor. You have indicated the possibility that the murder came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect? I'm gonna say it. Your Honor. There is a suspect, one lone suspect. Well, this is certainly interesting news. Farewell, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect? My hands are shaking. What? Von Karma. Von Karma? You mean the Von Karma, the prosecutor? The one standing right over there? Bah! You don't object? I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection? Because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident. Yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason? So you're claiming that I took vacation to heal my injury from the incident? Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery. No, where did I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify. Nick, let's find out who his doctor really is. It's no use. Edgeworth? I know Von Karma, perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. That would leave a doctor as a witness. And the bullet would be on him and I have the metal detector. Nobody's that perfect. So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullet out himself? That's insane. No, he couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out of yourself. Wait. What does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere, but where? Tisk, tisk, tisk. Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence to prove that I was shot? Show evidence. Alright, Von Karma, I'll prove it. And I'll even use evidence. I know how you like it so much. What? The evidence that proves Von Karma was shot is... my metal detector. Von Karma's perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery, leaving an evidence trail. So then I ask, where's that bullet now? I think it's unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself. You don't mean... I do. There's the possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma. Is that even possible for all these years? Well, there's one way to find out. We could use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma, I'm going to run this over to you and see what we find. Oh shit. I refuse. You refuse? But refusing this means you acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you. Order, order, order. Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use the metal detector. Judge, I call for suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy. The statute of limitations runs out on this case today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now. Enough. I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing. Nick, what does this mean? I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. The plot armor has run out. Yeah. We found the chink in his armor. Ow. Dude, I hate that sound. It reacted. Something inside his right shoulder. The bullet. Mr. Von Karma. You. It was you. I was afraid this would happen. And so I remained silent. Indeed, there is a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident. What? I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6. Yeah, right. But, Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that? Prove. I have no obligation to prove anything. It is Mr. Wright who must prove something here, not I. Mr. Wright? Well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was DL6? Of course you can. You don't have any of the DL6 evidence. That's because you took it out of the records room yesterday. With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright. No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma. What? You were so close, one day away from freedom, but you see, I have proof. What? Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof. How? The music is not helping? Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes. Would it be the pistol? Because this is Yanni Yogi's pistol, right? It's probably the same pistol. That Edgeworth shot as a kid to what's his face? Von Karma. It's the same gun that Yanni Yogi used to kill Hammond. It's probably this one. Oh. Never mind. I lied. Okay, that is the bullet. Wait, how? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. Part of me thinks I have to use this, but I don't know why. Losing to Karma's more noble than losing to Larry? True. I have a gut feeling I have to use this, but I have no idea why I have to use this. I thought the gun was a perfect. It was perfect, like. But. The problem is, I don't know how to get back if I lose this. Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna do it. Let's pray. That's a bullet. Where did you get that? This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This is taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely with all the ballistic markings intact. Ballistic markings. You got it, hell yeah? I still have no idea how this is related. You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago. Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with the weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate. We have 2 bullets in our possession. One bullet that was removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We could analyze both bullets. Then, if the markings matched, then we would know that both bullets had been fired from the same gun. Oh yeah, that is true. I guess Von Karma didn't even need to bring his own gun. He just sees the gun on the floor and he's like, oh, I'm just gonna shoot the gun again. That makes sense. The very same pistol, in other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove that bullet from your shoulder. Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet. And solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma? Oh. That scream. I've heard that scream before. Wait, I know. Help, I can't breathe. Quiet. I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. Stop breathing my air. Oh, stop you. Stop breathing my air.
Get away! Get away from my father!
It's that scream I heard in the elevator 15 years ago. Von Karma, it was you who screamed. Mr. Von Karma? Only you would dare defy me. So it was you. You and your father are my curse. Your father shamed you with a penalty on my record, and you left with a scar on my shoulder that would never fade. I'll bury you with my bare hands. Death. 15 years earlier. Chief Prosecutor, I am sorry. Von Karma, it's not like you make this kind of error. I would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you. I was careless. I'm sorry, but you will have to be penalized. I've covered for you in the past, but not this time. Edgeworth? It was a shock, like none I had ever known. Me? Penalized? It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly, I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. I went out into the hall and felt my way to the elevator. I pressed the button, but nothing happened. Then, there was a noise. I was in pain, a horrible, burning pain in my shoulder. Just then, the lights came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes. I saw 3 people inside, all laying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then, it was my destiny. In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died never knowing who had shot him. Later, he spoke through a medium blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door? Judge! What? What are you doing? Do your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade. Now, end it. Very well. Might need to know whatever that was behind him. It appears that we have come a long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later. Mr. Miles Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. You were innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare. Yes, Your Honor. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. Easy. A new wall. Yeah, like a new wall, stand, whatever that is. That is all. This court is adjourned. Nice. Another win. Yep, I'm the best there is. Nick, we did it! Did you see his face? Von Karma looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick. Crushed. I gotta say, I'm impressed. It was pretty close though. I was sure we'd had it. I know, I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself. But now, it's all just a good memory. So, it's finally over, Edgeworth. Right. Yeah? I'm not sure how to say this. I know. Try, thank you. I see. Thank you, Wright. You're welcome. I think you could have done better than that. Sorry, I'm not good at these sort of things. You got a lot to learn, Edgeworth. She's got you there. Whoop. Amazing, pal. You pulled through just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month. But who cares? See, Mr. Edgeworth, you should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you. I see. Whoop. I feel foolish. So what about that noodle shop? Like the pasta thing? I don't think anyone wants pasta now. Don't worry, take it a little at a time, you'll get used to it. It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded. Hey y'all! Lotta! Y'all were great in there. Thank you. Yo, Edgeworth, congrats! Or thank you very much. I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at ya. You wouldn't stick your hand in the cookie jar even if no one was there. You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you? Yeah, well, let bygones be bygones, eh? Speaking of which, what are you gonna do now, Lotta? Who, me? I went back to college. I gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick. Really? That's too bad. Huh? Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park? Huh? It's over, Nick. My life is over. What? Why the sad face, Larry? What happened now? Oh, Nick, I'm not long for this world. You don't look sick. It's Kiyonze. She's going to live in Paris. Paris, Nick. She's leaving me behind. Should have seen that coming. Yo, Edgy, there you are. Yes, here I am. Congrats, Edgy. Here, a little gift from me in celebration. Celebration? That's unusual for you. Harry Butts, you came along tonight too? Or you come along tonight too. My treat, pal. Huh? Thanks. Looking forward to it. Yo, Nick. That's the suit that questioned me. When he says treat, that's not police talk for prison food, right? I think you'll be fine, Larry. Right? Yeah, what's up? That envelope Larry gave me, it's got money in it. Well, yeah, that's not that strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes. It's $38, right? Huh? What a weird amount. I mean, it's not a No way he stole that money. How did he steal that money? He wasn't even there at school. $38 exactly? Nick, wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school? $38. No. No, Larry, it was you? What are you surprised about, right? Larry was absent that day from school, right? But that doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect. What? Think back to that day 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came in school anyway. Then he saw the money laying there, and the rest was history. I never was good at history. This court probably has to replace something every year with how people react in this universe. Yeah, probably they gotta fix everything. Soon there's gonna be like, I don't know actually. Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you? I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember? Yeah, too well. Right, you may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. When something smells, it's usually the butts. I know. Really right. I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. Well, this sure is an unexpected turn of events, huh? Edgeworth. You should have told me. Now, Nick, it was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitations has run out, Mr. Edgeworth? I'd say so, yes. There you have it. Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did. I don't really know all the words. Well, You always have been something of an insufferable emotionalist. Yeah, and you get worked up too easily too. Death. The death sentence for both of you. Man, if only I had known, I would have been a prosecutor. The same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought I might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor, in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all. Edgeworth. Want to switch right? Hey y'all, line up, I'll take a photo. Hey, photo time, let's go! And after that, dinner on me! Wait, is it the end of the game? Detective Gumshoe took us out on the town that night. We celebrate Edgeworth's newfound freedom, even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention. He's still in detention? Maybe. Whoa, I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts. Huh? It's still 5 a.m. Maybe I should go back to sleep. What's this, a letter? Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you, it made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium in training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth too. I wanted to help you, but I couldn't. I was useless. So I've decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium for starters. I couldn't say it to you to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick. He better be out for New Year's? Yeah, true. The first trains for the mountains have already left to the station. I guess I'm too late. Hey! Nick, Maya. So, you're leaving? Yeah, it's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits. And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay? Wait, but she did help me, though. Wait. What? I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help, huh? On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice. You heard my sister? Yes, only her voice, but still. It was at the very end when I thought we'd lost everything. Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped, and Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who can help. I was useless, Nick. But you were the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya. Huh? I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in a daze. Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped. Evidence? It was this bullet, wasn't it? A bullet? Von Karma was convinced he had taken all the evidence pertaining to DL6. But you were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. This was the bullet that put an end to Von Karma, and you're the one who gave it to me. Thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you. I'll be back soon. Huh? I'm going to complete my training and come back. Okay, I'll be waiting. Of course you will. You can't run that office by yourself. You're hopeless. I don't know about that. So, this is it. See you soon, Maya. And so my story ends. Time to turn a new page and say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins, with the same old crazy cast of characters. Ha! Don't think you've graduated yet, amateur. Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim. Yes, Your Honor. Uh-oh, I got a bad feeling about this.
Objection!
Who said that? Nice, we beat the game. Only one game over. I am god tier. Hey pal, Mr. Edgeworth came down to... Okay, well... It's just doing its own thing. I can't read fast enough. Easy. Yeah, that was pretty good. I like it. And we still got more cases, I think. Pretty sure. This is a trilogy, so there's... we still got 2 more games of the trilogy to go through. Can I skip this? I've taken over management of the hotel. Whoop. And then he's retired. Is he an actor? He can't be a star with the name Phoenix. Oh my god, and she's yapping. I'm assuming he's the villain in the Pink Princess. Bro, I was so suspicious of this girl. Uchiha? Oh, Uchida. Oh, never mind. I got scared for a second. Bro, having a last name with Uchiha would be so cool. GG's, yeah. What a dog. Wait, so who's the Pink Princess? Only died once? Yeah. And that was when I was like, there's no way we gotta use this piece of evidence 3 times. Even now, I was like, am I really gonna show this thing twice in a row? And I thought that was crazy. And then I had to show it 3 times in a row, and I was like, dude, there's no way I gotta show this 3 times in a row, right? That's why I lost. So dumb. Yeah, it was basically a flawless run. Like the multiple choice thing. No, I had to pick evidence. So I had to pick like the right part in the testimony, and I had to choose evidence. Nice. Wait, there's a 5th episode? Oh wait, no, it's part of the trilogy. Okay, so that's like the new game. Okay. So we are good now. Alright, cool. We'll save this for... I do have work tomorrow. But... it is a short shift. But... this is an intro to a new game, so it's gonna be pretty... it's gonna have a long intro, right? In the multiple choice question, the same answer 3 times in order to start psyching yourself out. Yeah, it was basically that. I was like, there's no way I present the same evidence, or like the answer is the same thing 3 times in a row. And that's why I was like, nah, it's got to be something else. Let me think. If I wake up early enough, I'll play the first episode tomorrow, because I would have to wake up early enough, do my dailies, or maybe I don't even do my gotcha dailies and I just go straight into Phoenix Wright. It depends when I go to sleep, I guess. But yeah, that's the plan.
Even if your math is correct, yeah, you do. And then you're like, maybe I should redo my other two. At least on like multiple choice, you just go back and you just double check. But this one's kind of like, well, I'm already on the right path. Is it? Am I really gonna? And it's a pretty lame piece of evidence too. It's the article. And it's like, am I really gonna show the article for the third time now? I was like, yeah, right. But yeah. Okay, I'll try to play the next one or the next episode tomorrow. It would have to be at noon, not afternoon, like at noon. I'll try my best. No promises. But yeah, that is the plan. Alright. I mean, I guess there's a low chance that I'll stream Terraria again tonight. I don't know if I want to, but we'll see. But yeah, that's it for me for today. I appreciate you guys for watching, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Peace!